So my presentation is based on mind subtraction meditation. Um, Mind subtraction meditation is a form of meditation where you would try to remove like negative emotion and thoughts through slow processes. And that allowed that idea brought me to the article, The Effects of Mind Subtraction Meditation on Depression, Social Anxiety, Aggression, and Salivary Cortisol Levels of Elementary School Children in South Korea. I couldn't find a picture for these researchers because like they're students um, at college. This is not the new slide I tried to email you. But the journal that they had contributed to was the Journal of Pediatric Nursing, and this was brought. This study was done in 2016, and there's four citations for it. Yeah, there's yeah. So yeah, these are students from Kungsung National University, Department of Nursing, Gangsan, Korea. I don't know if I pronounced the name right. Um, Background for this study, they noticed that there were a lot of stress levels. There's increase in stress levels of elementary school students, which is kind of sad. And specifically, they looked at the U.S. first. They found that one third of students met the U.S. criteria for mental disorders. And then when they took this data into like their own city, they noticed that there was also like a rise of students showing mental disorders. This may have been a result of increased pressures to meet academic standards, on top of facing social and familial issues. And on top of that, two-thirds of the youth that show mental health issues, do not get the assistance that they need. So they conducted a study. They did a group of fifth graders from the same school with a mean of 10 years of age. These were all consenting students. The control group was 19 students versus the experimental group of 23 students. And they gave them questionnaires to evaluate their levels of depression, social anxiety, and aggression. And then on top of the questionnaires, they did salivary testing similar to what we did in Tom's class, which is amazing, where they tested cortisol levels in the morning, no, in the afternoon, between like 2 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And the experiment consisted of 8 weeks of meditation, 4 30-minute sessions a week. The first session of each week involved using like learning the subtraction method and learning how to actually go through that meditation. And the meditation sessions were given in group settings. So this is the data that the experiment found that the experimental group, when they were questioned, they had lower signs of depression, and also their cortisol levels were lowered. But compared to the other areas, which you'll see in a second, the change wasn't very significant. Yeah, there's like also a general decrease in signs of anxiety when students were questioned and tested. Oops, tested for their salivary levels were tested. Similar pattern when it came to levels of aggression. Um, thing. Like it was just a giant data table, but I don't want to shove it all in one slide. But in conclusion, um, mind subtraction meditation allows for improvements in social anxiety, aggression, and stress in elementary school students, which is very good because these are 10-year-olds who should not be having these kind of issues. Um, so recognizing negative aspects of emotion and eliminating them allowed more room for positivity. And the mindset, because this was done as a school experiment, like for it was in student for on students, it shows that mind subtraction meditation can be adaptable and should be included in everyday education system. Um, yeah, it's practical and very useful. However, there were some limitations to the experiment because the sample size, one was too small. It was only like a classroom, and then because of that, there wasn't any randomization in the sample size that they were used, and this was only done over 8 weeks, so there wasn't any long term results being tested or shown. And then the salivary cortisol levels were only tested once in a day, not like before and after. Well, like they tested like initial salivary cortisol levels first, but they didn't do it like every day. It was really at the beginning and at the experiment. And that's it.
Hey.